Hey, what's up everybody? This is K-Rail, Chief Fitness Advisor for Pine Pond Superfoods and Wild Warrior Nutrition. So we're going to start our second video in the ongoing series of yoga poses for the body. Today I'm going to be addressing some yoga poses for the lower back. So when we sit for long periods of time during the day, we tend to get rounded shoulders like this, and we tend to get tight hamstrings, and we tend to get pain in our lower back and referred pain that goes down through our hips often too. So there are a few yoga poses that you can do to correct all those things, and I highly suggest integrating these into your day or doing them in the evening when you're watching TV and watching Netflix, or first thing in the morning or any time of the day as well. And you can come to a beautiful park like I am at right now in beautiful Park City, Utah, with a nice backdrop behind you and the sun on your face, and you can practice your yoga then. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is this. I like to do twists and stuff like that for the lower back, first of all. So one of the favorite ones that I have is we're gonna sit on the ground like so. I'm gonna show you a couple variations. Now the best way I can describe these is just follow along with me, or if you wanna look the names of these poses up, you totally can do that as well. I just kind of wing it, and I don't have all of the Sanskrit names memorized or committed to memory. I just kind of wing it and I do what feels good. This one is this. We're gonna take our foot, we're gonna place it over our knee like this, and we're gonna sit up nice and tall, and you got a couple options here. So this is my right hand, this is my left hand, this is my right knee. You can hug your knee into your body, sit up tall like this, press your hand into the ground, and then look over your shoulder and pull your knee inward and hold like this. So I just call this a seated side twist. Again, the Sanskrit name, I am not a yoga instructor, so don't kill me here that I don't know the Sanskrit name. But I do know a lot of yoga poses, and I'm very well schooled in it. Okay, now you can also do a variation like this. You can take your elbow over your thigh and press your elbow into your thigh and use that as a pivot point as you push your hand into the ground, sit up tall and look over your shoulder like this. So it's gonna be number one right here. This feels amazing on my lower back. Now, you can also do another variation where you place your foot on the inside of your knee right here, and you pull your heel in toward your butt, and then you wrap your hand around your thigh, and you sit up nice and tall and go like this. Oh, my back just cracked, did you hear that? So what you don't want to do is like punch like this and round. You want to always think nice and tall, and although this is cliche in my opinion, act like there's a string on the top of your head, and that string is being pulled up at all times when you're doing your yoga poses. You want to be nice and broad and tall. Okay, that's called money right there. All right, now we are going to go into so this is not a dolphin pose. What we're gonna do is put our forearms on the ground like this, and then we're just gonna push upward and then extend our arms and put our head down like this. So my butt is off my heels. So an actual child's pose is coming down like this, which that's great, that's gravy. But for this one, we want to kind of keep our arms extended, and then we're going to push backward like this, and then lower our head down. So this relieves, this kind of like traction sort of for your lower back. It relieves a lot of stress in there, and I can feel my lats stretching too, so it kind of hits the whole back completely. That feels absolutely amazing right there. And again, notice my butt is off my heels. Okay. All right, now we're gonna do one that's called thread the needle. So we're gonna come into a quadruped position like this. So you want your hands to be directly under your shoulders, your knees directly under your hips. And we're gonna do is this, we're gonna extend our arm out to the one side like this of our body, and we're gonna weave it through here. And then we're gonna place our arm flat on the ground, bend this elbow 90 degrees, palm up, and then we're gonna extend this leg out like this. So this part was the thread the needle. Now we're just extending our leg out. So there's another nice little twist on the back. And take big breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just like that. And then just to get a different view from the other side, it'll look like this. You're gonna bring our arm up nice and high, weave it through, bend your elbow 90 degrees here. Take a couple breaths here first, and then extend this leg out. Okay, bring that all back in. Okay, now we're going to come to our back. Now this, I call the bretzel. So it is technically a stretch. You may have heard of this before actually. I'm going to show you how to do it absolutely perfectly with picture perfect, pristine form. This isn't technically called a yoga pose name that I know of, but I really like it for the lower back. So what we're gonna do is, our legs are stacked like this. We're gonna bring our legs across, and this is my right leg, okay? I'm gonna pull it all the way up like this, flatten my instep of my foot down and my knee down, and I'm gonna grab a hold. This is my right hand grabbing hold of my left ankle. Left hand goes on your thigh above your knee, and then you're gonna roll your shoulders back, pin your legs to the ground, and then pull upward at the same time as you slowly lower your shoulder toward the floor of the ground. And then you're gonna take nice big deep breaths here. And then every breath you take, you may find that your flexibility and your range of motion increases a little bit more. And your shoulder resets and it goes down a little bit farther. And you feel your lower back releasing a little bit more. Okay, side angle this way. So now left leg, right hand, right here, above my knee, on my thigh. Bend your knee, pull up, drop this to the ground. Left hand, right ankle, pull back, up, and roll backwards and pin your foot and your leg to the ground. And then let your shoulder just kind of slowly lower itself toward the ground too. Big breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more breath. Exhale. Alrighty, cool. Now, we're gonna come onto our forearms. And we're gonna lower ourselves down like this, and then we're just gonna do this. We're gonna lift our head up, come to our forearms, and we're gonna look straight ahead. So this pose right here is called a Sphinx pose. Now, if your back is really tight, this may be all you get. This is all you're allowed, okay? We don't wanna use ego. We don't wanna push past our thresholds. If you can get a little bit more, we can go into Cobra, which is this. So now we're gonna pull our elbows inward, we're gonna look straight ahead, lower our hips down toward the ground, and our thighs and the top of our feet are on the ground. If this isn't enough for you, you can lift your knees off the ground, and now we're into upward facing dog. So see the difference? Knees are off the ground, upward facing dog. Knees are on the ground, Cobra. Forearms, Sphinx pose. Okay, so you got 3 to work with right there. Okay, now we'll do one more, and this will be our dessert. This will be the child's pose. So we're gonna bring our arms together, and we're gonna sit back on our heels, and we're gonna stretch our fingers out and lower our head down like this, and we're gonna sit down with our butt down toward our heels. Big breath in, exhale. In, exhale. Okay. Okay, so there you go. There's a few yoga poses you can start incorporating into your daily practice to help stretch your lower back and make yourself feel amazing. So, my name is Kevin Rail, also known as K-Rail, also known as Killer K-Rail. I'm the Chief Fitness Advisor for Pine Pond Superfoods and Wild Warrior Nutrition. Please make sure to reach out to me if you have any questions or comments about anything. Make sure to like and share our videos, and please subscribe to our page. Until next time.